Good day, everyone. How are you doing? My name's Rabea.
And my name's Pete. Good day.
We're here at Andertons TV. We are indeed. And we are looking at the Horizon Devices Precision Drive pedal.
Yes. Now, this is something that is not really on my scope of sounds and pedals and playing and stuff. Hence me having Rabea to come and sort of tell us what it's all about. All I know is we've got a Kraken.
Yes, we do.
We've got a Kraken time.
Yep.
And we've got a Kemper.
Yes, we
set
do.
up here, which is running stereo straight from the back of the Kemper into the Apollo 8P, which is in the other room.
Yes.
So we can change between, because this pedal is apparently made for both things, isn't it?
It is.
Anyway, so what you were hearing in the beginning, you were hearing the Kraken. We got an AB switch on the floor. Anyway, as I don't know very much about it, other than it's a collaboration with Mxr, I'll leave it to you to talk on it.
Cool. Well, yeah, in a nutshell, Horizon Devices is Mxr and a bunch of other guys. And if you don't know who Mxr is, he is prolifically the founder, writer, collaborator of Periphery, who are a really famous progressive metal band.
That's a mouthful. Periphery. Yeah, but what did you say before?
Prolifically Periphery.
No,
I've never said that before.
My Danish tongue can't say all that.
But yeah, and Periphery are renowned for their tight, heavy driven guitar tones that are like, you know, they're very percussive.
Gated, like really sort of, when you hear that and then there's nothing.
Yeah, very gated in a way. And it's a stylistic, it's very much a huge genre now in the world of modern metal music. So I think some things that became a mainstay for the guys back in the day with high gain amps, because everyone's using 5150s, Message Rex, Diesel, VH4s and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
They didn't have a tight enough low end, and they didn't have quite enough chord definition and grunt in the mid-range. So a lot of guitarists who play that music found that if they put a tube screamer in front of it, it tightened up the low end, gave them a bit more mid-range. Yeah. And how they were doing that was they were using no drive on the pedal, volume halfway. Yeah. And the most famous ones people use were the TS-808, the Maxon OD-808, TS-OD-9, these kind of pedals. Yeah. Anyway, fast forward a few years, many years, Mxr decided what he wanted to do was reinvent that style pedal. Yeah. For all the guys playing this kind of music. Yeah. Hence the Precision Drive. So in a nutshell, it is a tube screamer style pedal. Okay. However, it's got features for the modern metal player in it. So it has a built-in gate, which you can see is this dial in the middle. Yeah, you got two lights on the top there, haven't you? You've got the light when it's on, and you've got the light for the gate when that kicks in, right? Yeah. So that's how that's basically how you know that it has the gate on and off. It'll go off when I play, and it comes back on when the gate's active. Yeah. And that's on a dial, as you can see. You can dial in as much or as little as you want of that. Yeah. But the other cool features that you don't get on any other tube screamer other than the Precision Drive is the attack knob. Yeah. It's a 5-way notched knob which essentially changes the attack of the drive itself. So all the way over to the left is which it is now. Yep. Yeah. Is kind of a looser, sort of sludgier low end. Okay. And all the way to the right is the tightest low end setting that it will have, and obviously everything in between. Yeah. So you really can fine tweak it. Little clicks if you can hear. It's really cool. Yeah. What else have you got there? You got volume. Is that an overall volume? It's an overall volume. Pedal? However, at around 6, so about there, is where 10 would be on your standard overdrive tube screamer. So you've got all this extra headroom. Oh, so that is full whack on a, let's say, standard tube screamer, and then you get all the way up to there. All the way up to there. So, that's cool, isn't it? So you get loads of headroom out of that. That's for extra fine tweaking tonally. Yeah, that's good. And then you got a bright switch here, I can see. Is that just an overall tone, or what is that then? It messes with, it's overall tone, but it definitely messes with the sort of higher end of the frequency spectrum. Yeah. So that's that fizz on the top that sometimes you really need, sometimes you don't in a mix. Yeah. So it's really cool. And then you've got your drive here. The drive knob. Which I, when I would not see this as a drive pedal. Would you see it's more like a clearing, tightening up that sound? Yeah. You know, because if you have got a drive tone already, the last thing you need is probably more drive on it. Exactly. Right? This is designed to go in front of a high gain amp. Yeah, it's not designed to do a clean amp. This is not designed to be like your 2 screamer and be Stevie Ray 1. No. You know, that's not what it's about, is it? It's about getting that
gent tone.
Yes,
That's the key.
Yeah.
That tone.
And that is important that customers that get this pedal need to understand that it's a tone tool for guys that play progressive metal and hard rock and stuff. Like, you need to know what it's there for and why you would have it on your board.
Yeah.
And rather than, I guess it's probably worth saying that you should buy this pedal, A, if you're a fan of progressive metal, B, if you're a fan of Periphery and you want to get that tone, or any of those bands in that genre, and C, if you want something to tighten up your low end and give you a bit more chord definition.
Yeah. If you are playing that style of music, rock music, even, you can use it in if you're playing rock and roll, higher gain tones. It probably wouldn't suit people that has got a Telecaster into a Fender Hot Rod Deluxe, because that's not what it does.
No.
You have to, it's not what it does, is it?
No, and also it is important to mention the drive knob. Really, when you're using it for the high gain progressive tones like we've been doing just now, you don't really want any drive or very little drive, because that's not what we need the pedal to do. However, if you boost the drive, it's better for leads. It smoothens things out.
Okay.
So you would use the drive knob really for the lead tone in this.
So you might have to get 2 pedals.
Yeah. You never know. You might do, yeah. But again, it's important to understand that if you put that in front of a Hot Rod Deluxe or something, and then boost the drive to 10, it's not going to sound like...
It's not going to be your Tube Screamer bluesy tone, is it?
No.
It's not that. It might be, because a lot of pedals, not the majority, but a lot of drive pedals that out there are built on circuits that is the Tube Screamer circuit, and whatever goes into that, and then they are then sort of magic-fied, because I don't know what they do in there, but you know what I mean. Then it starts here, and then people sort of develop what out from there. And I think there's only so many different drive circuits that people use, and
And that's it. And then Misha's goal with this was to provide a Tube Screamer for the metal community, because everyone in that community was using your classics, whereas now we're trying to go, this is the pedal that you should buy for that style. It should be a mainstay if that's the tones you want to get.
So we listen, we're talking, rambling on. Yeah. We should try to listen. So
it's a subtle difference. It's worth mentioning.
So, it is, because that's what it is. But we've got a little cloth around here to sort of dampening the string, so you don't get that ping. Yeah. Ping ping. Yeah. Ping ping. So we're starting the Kraken.
We do.
And it sounds like this. And what are the settings here? So the settings are the one that
the settings
suggested.
The suggested settings are what we've got dialed in right now, and that is essentially Misha's favourite settings.
Okay, let's hear Misha's favourite setting.
Okay, so this is without.
Definition. Super subtle. I can hear the bright. I can hear it gets brighter, more defined.
Yeah, more chord definition, I think.
Yes. Yeah. So it defines it tightens it up a little bit and makes it. I can imagine if you're in a mix like Periphery. Yeah. As you probably know, I don't listen to that music very much, but they've got 3 guitar players. And if you have three guitar players playing that sort of music, it's gonna get massive. And you need some definition in those tones to get you here, there, and there. And if that, you need something like this. And even the subtlest, slightest little, if you're mixing something, for those of you who are out there who do your own recording and playing and all this different stuff and mixing your own stuff.
You find the job for you before you have to EQ it yourself, doesn't
exactly. And you find that sometimes you play something and it sounds amazing, and then you put it in the mix with the band and you go,
doesn't work.
It doesn't work at all, and then you have to take that out and that out. You need something like that, and that's great, man. Let's
mess with the attack knob. Show people the differences in low end. So if you go all the way to the left,
I'm all the way to the left now.
Yeah. So this is the most low end you'll get out the Precision Drive.
And then just for reference. Just for reference. And then the next step up. can hear that gate kicking in.
Yep. And all the way, this is the tightest, most controlled low end possible.
See, now you can hear it.
In case anyone hears a little bit of sort of high noise coming from the guitar, we have just put a cloth under the strings because you will get some string ring at this.
String ring?
Yeah, this is a PRSSE baritone.
Yeah.
So hardtail with double humbuckers, and it's doing the job perfectly, but we just wanted to reduce any variables so that you're getting the pedal tone.
Because the frequencies sometimes cut through the gate, don't they? And they keep the gate open.
Yeah.
They ring and they keep the gate open.
And we're sat quite close to a high gain amp that's up quite loud, so we're going to get feedback.
Yeah. So,
let's play with the gate.
So we play with the gate. So you want to leave it on there because that's the fullest. That's the.
Yeah. We'll mess around with the tightest.
Okay. So let's see. If I turn it all the way down, see what happens.
Okay.
Already there, you can hear.
You can hear it cutting off. Oh yeah, that's faster now. Yeah, much more reactive. Yeah.
And then off. Definitely does make it all tight and tighten it all up. You know, it's a subtle thing, but I guess it has to be subtle.
Yeah, and this is a specific gate circuit for this pedal. It's not just like because obviously Mxr and the guys at Horizon collaborated with Mxr to do the pedal, and it isn't like they've just chosen the noise clamp and banged it in there alongside everything else.
No,
the Mxr gate. It's a new gate for the pedal, and it's also worth mentioning that it's like an adaptive gate, so it's very dynamic, which is important for that kind of djenty rhythm. Like if I start going you can notice the blue light flicking.
And it's funny to see. Sometimes it doesn't light up as much as other times.
Yeah.
When you pick it less, you
pick
it more.
Based on that pick attack.
Yeah, exactly. The light's different.
Yeah, man. I mean. And we go again, yeah? I mean, yeah. It definitely aids that kind of playing. And again, it isn't like, you know, you need to understand the techniques behind that sort of djenty kind of rhythm stuff to get the most out of this pedal, you know. If you're well versed in that style, it'll help.
It's a whole thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not just the pedal and having an overdrive tone,
and then you'll be able to do djent,
and then you'll be able to do it. Djent is a certain thing, because we had Mission and we did an interview with him, and he's got a whole special technique, you know.
Yeah.
And how that all is played is something that is really, it's an art form, you know. And you know, you can say what you want, you know.
You may not like the music, but it requires a technique.
It's a technique that you have to have, and I guess that pedal will help people to get to that point, but you still have to have that right technique to get it to do what it needs to do. You know,
I made a demo of this on my own YouTube channel, and it made the job of getting that sort of djenty tone on the rhythms and the track that I put in it much more achievable than had I have not. You know,
absolutely
having to EQ and put a gate on and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Can we try the drive just to see what it does?
Yeah, we've got a bit of a Boss RV6 in the old loop, in the loopy looper. So. Put a tiny bit more low.
It's almost like a sustain. It almost like the drive is more like a sustain thing. So when you do those long notes, it just rings. That's not again. It's very subtle.
It didn't really change the way the amp sounded. It felt still like it was the Kraken sort of overdrive coming through there, which
but
I like.
It gives you a little bit more of that sustain that you would get from, you know, a drive pedal. You know, that's a lot of them. I use mine. You know, and I play completely different music, but just having a little bit to sustain it a little bit more, just a subtle little bit, you know, so you get the same volume, but you just give a little bit of drive to get those notes sustaining. Woo,
yeah, man. You know. And that's the beauty of overdrive pedals. The whole point is they're meant to just overdrive the amplifier rather than it, you know, offering the tone.
See
there,
what you're saying?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, that's really cool. While you're playing there, turn that back down just to hear the bright. Let's start with that down, just to see what it just to demonstrate for you guys.
Okay.
What it does.
All right.
Give us some of that. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Makes a huge difference.
Especially when you're down and you get those overtones from the ringing strings. I know we got that on. It might not be the thing that you normally get a little thing around there.
Yeah.
I still can't remember a fret band.
Yeah, I use like a little bit of foam from a Seymour Duncan pickup box.
Exactly. Or you can get your sister's
hairband to hold the
or get your sister to hold it.
Yeah. Whilst you gent away.
So you can. There's definitely that makes a lot of difference. That.
It did, and it changes the response of the gate as well. It's
Absolutely.
Worth saying.
Yeah. And I'll probably prefer when it's a little bit under 12 o'clock, but that's just me when I'm listening here. Anyway, so we try to see what it does in the old Campari.
Yeah.
So here's the Camber clean tone. And now again, you're hearing this straight into the interface in there. You're not hearing any microphones. The cabinet we are running through is just for us to hear it.
This is a Michael Britt 5150 profile, isn't it?
That's what it is.
Cheers, Michael.
Thanks, man.
Sounds good. And now we're in. Yeah.
So you can hear those pings when I turn the bright switch up. You get ping, 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 ping. You get this one overtone there, and you get.
Yeah, it starts to pick out the string harmonics as well. Yeah.
So then you want to turn that down a bit. I'll do the attack.
Yep.
And with it off.
Yep. It totally is a tool to shape your tone around a very genre-specific tone.
Yeah. And again, it's not something you would use with a Fender Stratocaster into a Fender Hot Rod to clean tone.
But you know what I like?
I really don't think it's gonna.
No, what I love about it is it does exactly what it says on the tin.
It's exactly what they say. This is what it does. This is what it does. You know, you have to understand it. You know, you can if you get at home and expect to get a gent tone out of this pedal by plugging it into your little PV Bandit or something at home, then that's not what it does. That's not what it's for.
No.
You know, so
it's to go in front of a high gain amplifier, tighten everything up, and give you the tonal shaping tools you need to get your gent sound better.
Gent.
Jean. But yeah, that's the precision drive.
That's it.
Yeah, nice one, Misha and the guys at Horizon Devices.
Well done.
For catering to the people's needs.
But that's it. I know it wasn't a story about, it says something on the back of it, doesn't it? Where
it does indeed. Let's flip it around.
Let's see, it's just stuck on with some...
This is our high-tech pedal sticking apparatus that we use.
Yeah, but it works. It works.
Yes.
Let's say here, the pedal you are playing is the result of over 400 hours of careful research by the best pedal engineers. We dedicated over 6 months of our life to create the precision drive. We hope you enjoy the pedal as much as we do. Thank you for helping us to do what we love. Sincerely, Mxr and the Horizon Devices team. And now I've got
there you go.
blue tack in the Mxr logo down there. I am very sorry.
But I mean, fair play. They had a goal set out, and I think it's fair to say they've achieved it. I mean, I really enjoyed using this.
See,
it's that sound.
And this is the you need to hear that from someone like you yourself, which plays this kind of music.
Yeah.
If they sent me a pedal like that, I wouldn't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
True.
And to be fair, it's I can see exactly what it needs. Where it needs to sit.
And hopefully we're facilitating your decision by demonstrating it to you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. And on that note, my name was Pete.
My name was Rabea.
Andertons TV, thank you for watching, and please subscribe to our channel. We would love it if you did.
Thank you, and see you later.